So let's explore the commands further. Right. Let me connect with this instance first, and then we'll see. Okay, right. Okay, easy to user. Let me make the display better. I hope you are able to see now.
Yes.
Okay, I will switch as you. So here we created few of the folders, right? All the folders are as it is here, and we executed many of the commands like ls, date, scal for calendar, ls for listing, ls-a for to see the hidden files and folders as well, cat to see the content of file, right? Echo
Yes.
to print out this data on the screen, and touch for creation of single file, creation of multiple files, mkdir, right? mkdir-p to create multiple directories inside directories. cd, all these pwd, pipe, grep, right? wc, ps-ef, right? To find out the processes, skill-9, and then pid. So these are few of the commands which we got executed in our previous session. Now, what I want is, for example, I want to create one user. Okay, how can I get that user created, right? To get one particular user created, what we'll have to do, okay, we will be executing add user, okay, and the name of the user. Okay, maybe, we got few users created yesterday, right? Okay, like today, what we will do, I will create one more user and I will say add user. Okay, and I will give the name of the user as I'll say Jerry. Okay, I'm getting this user created. Add user Jerry. Now this user is created. Now, for example, I want to know which and all users are there who got created here. Okay, and I want to log in with this particular user Jerry. Okay, two questions are there. So initially, what I can do, I can go to its home directory and I can validate whether the home directory for which and all user exists, right? Okay, that is one thing. That is one of the options. So to check what we can do, I can do ls. Okay, where I want to do ls, I want to do ls on /home. Okay, and I'll press enter. So once it means I want to list what is there inside the home. Okay, inside the slash means root. Under the root, there is one folder that is home, and inside that, these are 3 folders or home directory which are being available. So this is one of the thing which I came to know. Okay, these 3 home directories are being there with this name, so it means 3 users exist: Abdul, EC2-user, and Jerry. Okay, now there are chances this root user, what this user can do, this user can delete any of these folders, okay, or directories. If any of these user folders gets deleted, still the user will exist, right? User will not get deleted, okay? But this is not the right way to identify whether a user is created or exists. Okay, there are different ways to have it. Okay, what are the ways? I will tell you. Okay, so any of the user, whichever is being created, what we can do here, we can do cat etc, and there is a file inside etc that is passwd. Okay, so once I press enter, then here we will have the details of all the users which are being created into this particular Linux EC2 instance. So here you can see, okay, this EC2-user is being created which has 1000 UID and GUID. Okay, and this is his home directory, and it has one shell that is bin bash, which is being allocated to this particular user. Similarly, here Abdul is a user which has password is being set up. Okay, and here what you have this is a UID, unique ID, and this is the GUID, group ID, and this is its home directory, and this is the shell. Similarly, here Jerry will have the password, UID, GUID 1002, and this is his home directory and bin bash. Okay, so if we want to see what and all users are being created, here we can go, we can read this out, particular information from here. Okay, now if, for example, we want to change the home directory for Jerry, here we can go into this particular file and we can update. Okay, for example, I don't want to keep the home directory Jerry. I want to keep home, and there's someone some with some other name I want to do, or instead of slash home, I want to keep the at any different place. That also I can do with the help of this particular file. So this file is very critical, very important, and we need to handle it in an active manner. Okay, we can't just go and do this here. So that is one of the thing. Now this is related to the users, what and all users are being created. Okay, there is one more file which exists here, and that have the details about your password. Okay, and that file name is cat slash etc slash shadow. Okay, etc shadow. So see here. Okay, here when we go here, we are able to see the information related to this EC2 user, Abdul, Jerry. It is like when the password is gonna expire and all these things are there into this particular file. I'll not go into the
Your
details, but yeah, related to the password, you will be having all those details here.
your screen is
Okay.
just
Now this.
your screen is just stuck on one place.
Hmm?
Your screen is just stuck on one place. I don't know why. I can hear you, but the screen is still on the first page we open.
Wait. Okay. Give me a moment. What is this going on? Uh, Switch. Is it better?
No, the screen is still on the first page. Uh, yes.
You can see.
Yes, now your cursor is moving. Yep.
Okay, that's better. So here we have two files. Okay, I talked about cat etc passwd and cat etc shadow. We have one more file. Okay, that is for the groups basically, and that is if I want to see that. Okay, let me restart this first. EC2 hyphen user. Okay, so now let me switch as root. Okay, I'm good. Now we have one more file that is cat etc and group. Okay, so once I press grow, once I press enter, then here I'm able to see. Okay, so any user whichever we are getting created in Linux, okay, it with the same name, one group will also get created. Okay, and that user will be part of that particular group. Okay, so here we have this EC2 hyphen user, and this has this GUID group ID. Okay, similarly, this Abdul, it has its GUID, Jerry, it has its GUID. Okay, so any user, whichever we are getting
Yep.
created, it will have its group ID, or it will have the group created with its same name, and it will have a group ID. So here we can see the details of the group as well. So now this is about the users. Okay. Now what I did, I created one user, right? I created one user. I can just show you etc passwd. Here we have one particular user, Jerry. Okay, what I want is I want to log in with this particular user. How can I log in? So to log in with this particular user, I will say su, okay, Jerry, okay, and can I use hyphen? Okay, hyphen I use or not? Okay, that is fine. Su hyphen Jerry. So while I switched as Jerry, okay, Jerry is at the same place at the root home directory, and it has logged in as a Jerry. What I can do, I will do cd, and Jerry is at its own home directory. Okay, I would like to do one thing first. Okay, so let me go back. What I can do, I will say cd dot dot. Let me give it a try. Okay, it will go to home. What I want, let me go back. Cd slash root. See what it is doing. It is telling me permission denied. Okay, let me again do one thing for you. Okay, what I will do, I will say exit. Now I am again as a root. Okay, I am at the home directory of root. What I will do, I will switch as Jerry. Okay, where this particular user Jerry, if I do pwd, Jerry is not the home directory of its own. Jerry Jerry is at the home directory of root. Okay, and if, for example, Jerry wants to create one file abc.txt and press enter, see what it says. It says permission denied. Why? Because Jerry don't have any permission to perform any changes in the home directory of root. So where Jerry can make change, Jerry can make changes into its own home directory. Now Jerry is at its own home directory. If I do pwd, now okay, home Jerry. Now let's Jerry create one file abc.txt. Press enter. We'll do ls. See, one file got created. Okay, it means any user, whichever we are getting created, he can make changes into its own home directory. It can't make changes into the home directory of others. Any question?
No, I got it.
Okay. One more thing I can show you. If I do ls-ltr, okay, see here it is showing me what it is telling. It is telling, okay, here it is telling this particular user first. Okay, it is having a read and write permission. Okay, so Jerry is the user. This is the first. Okay, this is the Jerry. This is the user, and it is having read write permission onto this particular file. Okay, abc.txt. Jerry, the next one is group. Okay, group also got created with same name, right? Group is also having read, write, execute permissions. Okay, then after that, these last three, okay, these are related to other. The first is owner, the second one is group, and the third one is owner. So what is? Oh, sorry, the third one is others. So what others are having permission? For example, EC2 hyphen user, right? For example,
Yep,
Abdul is also one of the user. They will be counted here as others. Okay, what permission they have? They have the read only permission here. They can read here, but they can't make changes or they can't delete this particular file. Okay,
yep,
so on which particular file? abc.txt, and this particular file is being created at fab 21, and at this particular time it was being modified last. Okay, so this is how we have we can this is how the permissions are being managed. There is one more thing. How can we grant additional permissions here? Okay, let me try to do one thing. Okay, let me switch here su. Okay, and here I will say Abdul, for example. Okay, oh sorry. Let me try to do one thing. Okay, let me exit from here. Okay, I exit. I will say su Abdul. Okay, now I got logged in as a Abdul, and here I am at as root. Okay, so will Abdul will be able to make any changes here? What do you think? Abdul will be able to create any file? See, he don't have in fact permissions
yep, no,
to list down anything, right?
yep, I got it.
Let me do one thing then. Let me go cd, okay, and slash home. Okay, here I am. Let me do ls. Okay, let me go here to Jerry's home directory. And there was one file. Okay, see, I'm not able to go to Jerry's home directory, in fact. Right?
Yep,
Why? Because here no one is having the privileges, okay, to log in here. Okay, Jerry is only one who is having privileges. Okay, let me try to do one thing. Let me exit. Okay, let me see if this root is able to go here. CD Jerry. Oh, sorry, CD slash home slash Jerry, right? See, root has gone there. Why? Because root is the super user. It is having all the privileges. That's why root is able to go there, right?
Okay.
And root will be
Yep.
able to, let's try to do one thing. There is one file, right? abc.txt. Okay, let me say echo hello and let me redirect to abc.txt. Okay, let's see if root is able to write down anything. Yeah, root is able to write down. Why? Root is a super user. That's why abc.txt. See, this is being written. Getting my
Okay.
point?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, fine. Now, what next? Okay, next is let me exit from here. Okay, and let me log in here as Jerry. Okay, or let me do one thing. Okay, this EC2 hyphen user is there, right? Okay, let me again go there, cd home slash Jerry. Okay, see this particular user is also not able to go there, right? But let me try to do one thing. Okay, I will use sudo cd this. Okay, so it means while I used sudo, what happened? I am able to go there. But when directly I executed the command, I was not able to go there, right? It
Yep.
means we are willing to know what this sudo is. Okay, what magic this sudo is doing here. Okay, so it is like this. If I go to Windows, right? Okay, I have this. So if I have any package, okay, what I do, I just double click on it and start executing it. Okay, and if I want to execute this with more privileges or with more permissions, I will right click and I will say run as administrator. Okay, so if I will run it as an administrator, it means it is having privileges to execute this as an administrator, right? Similarly,
Yep.
here in Linux as well, we have the sudo. Okay, so any user to whom we want to grant more privileges, what we do, we we make that particular user as part of Sudoers group. Okay, how do
Sudo,
we make it?
sudo,
Yeah,
sudo is a
please ask.
group, right? Can
Yeah,
anyone
so
can any user use sudo and then go to any directory? Like there
no,
should be any
that is not,
limitation.
no, that is not correct. See, I will just show you. Oh, sorry, I close this. Let me reconnect quickly. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, I will say sudo su Jerry. I got logged in as a Jerry. Okay, and I'm at the home directory of Jerry. For example, this particular user Jerry want to install what yum install httpd. Okay, I press enter. See what it has says. It says this command has to be run with super user privileges. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, let me try to use sudo here. See what it says. It says we trust you have received the user. Okay, respect the privacy. This the password you type will not be visible. Okay, it is asking for the password. Okay, why? Because this user is not the having the privileges. Okay, a password. This user doesn't have sudo privileges. That is the problem here. So now
Okay.
the thing is how this particular user Jerry could have the sudo privileges. Okay, that is my concern. To
Let me
have
break.
right. So let me do one thing. Okay, here I am as a EC2 hyphen user. Okay, that is fine. But let me do one thing. Let me log in as a root. Okay, EC2, although through EC2 hyphen user also we can do by using sudo, but let's execute this with root. Okay, there is one command, that is vi sudo. Press enter. So once you press enter, see this particular file got executed. Okay, so once this file got executed, if you will be scrolling down, okay, then you should be able to find something with EC2 hyphen user. Let's see, root is also there. We are fine. EC2 hyphen user should also be there if I'm, because that is part of Sudoers group, right? It's not there. Mhm. Okay, not able to find it although. Let me see. Okay, fine. So basically here we have, right? Okay, here we have this particular allow root to run any commands anywhere. Okay. So basically what we have to do is we have to add one entry here into this particular file. Okay. And that entry we will make any user which is being created here. Okay. That user we need to add here. Okay. So basically what we'll be doing here. Okay. Here we have, for example, we want to grant Jerry. Okay. Jerry will say all is equal to all, all, okay, all. Okay, this is what we have to make. Jerry, all and all. Okay, this, and then we will see control X, Y, enter. Okay, once we are done, now this particular user, Jerry, should have the administrator privileges. Okay, so how will we validate? Let's switch user. Okay, and I want to log in as Jerry. Okay, now this particular user is as Jerry. We'll say cd colon and we are good. Now let's try to install anything. Yum install httpd. Okay, see it is giving same error. Let's go here. Let's use sudo. Press enter. Okay, it is again giving us the same error. Wow, that's good. It should not give us although this error. 1 second. Let me try to. Okay, fine. Let's do one thing. Okay, now it is asking again, asking for password, right? What we will do, we will open vi sudo again. We will, oh sorry, not as a Jerry. Let me log in as a root. Let me sign out from here. Okay, I'm as a root. Let me again execute this vi sudo. Okay, again I'll go here. And once I go here, let me try to find out the entry which we have made. I'll go here. Okay, this is the entry which we have made for Jerry, right? All. Okay. What I'll do, I'll say no passwd. Okay. No password all. So it means now it should not ask me for the password. Now I will say Control X, Y, I'll press enter. Okay. Now it looks to be good. Now let me again go and switch user as Jerry. Now I have logged in as a Jerry. Okay. Let me again try to execute this yum install httpd. See, it is again asking me for the privileges. Okay. What I'll do, I will add sudo here and then I will execute. See, this got executed. Okay. So now this particular user Jerry is having all the accesses and he is able to do the installation, configuration, and anything whichever this user needs to do as he is member of sudo group. He is member of Sudoers. Any questions or any doubts?
No, I think I got it.
Okay. I can show you one more thing here. Okay. That is like etc. Here we have sudo, sudoers.t. Okay. Sorry, sudo. Okay. If I do ls, okay. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm using cat. Sorry. Both of them are. Hmm. Sudoers.d, right? Yeah. Okay. If I do, एक minute. Let me sign out. etc. Okay. If that's a directory, let me do cd. Okay. Now I am here. Okay. That is fine. I don't need this. Let me open this file. Cat etc. sudoers, right? There are three files. Okay. This, sorry, this is directory. This is file. That is configuration file. I am opening this. Okay. So see this. This is the same file which we got opened, right? But instead of using cat, let me do one thing. Okay, let me use Vim. Vim is an editor. We haven't talked about it, but we'll talk. Okay, so see this particular file. Okay, so it is the same file. When we executed this command, okay, so see, this is the entry which we have made, right, for Jerry. And
Yes.
this is having the same, like, either we can execute via using vi sudo, or we can directly go to the file and then we can make this entry. Okay, etc sudo, etc sudoers. Okay, that is the file name. So any of the way we can follow to make entry into the Sudoers group. Okay, that is going fine. In fact, I was willing to search this EC2 hyphen user. Okay, it is not part of it. That is differently handled, right? Let me try to check something. WD. Okay, this is the default user basically, right? Default user, that's why I believe. Mm, and we are using Amazon Linux, right? This is an Amazon Linux operating system. Okay, so seems like the source code, on the basis of source code, this configuration changes are being made. But that's a good question actually. Why this EC2 hyphen user I'm not able to find in
In
sudoers
the
file,
so yes.
right? That's an open question actually. Okay, but yeah, we'll see. We'll try to find it out, find out the answer, and we'll discuss later. Fine. So this is how we can add anything as part of Sudoers group, and then that particular user will be able to do the installation and configurations what he wants to do. Do you have any questions till the time?
No, I got it.
Okay.